There is nothing to work with. Create a temporary cover. It does not have everything. Get you to write down elevator pitch, a brief outline of your story, what this industry is all about. Attempt to do just that. Write a book in 1 month. Writing a book is hard, let alone writing it in 1 month. Is it even possible? Well, what if I tell you that right now, at this very moment, there are thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of people getting ready to attempt to do just that. Write a book of at least 50,000 words in 1 month. I'll tell you how to write a book, and you can download a free workbook to help you to get a brief outline of your novel. I have used examples from Indian movies in this workbook. I'll also tell you about NaNoWriMo. So when I'm talking about writing a book, I'm talking about writing the first draft. Now, there are many authors who write clean first drafts that don't require a lot of rewrites or edits. But if this is your first time writing a book, expect that you will have to spend some time in rewrites and revisions and self-edits even before your work is ready to be looked at by a professional. Writing the first draft is the important thing. Once you have that, you can work on polishing it. But if you don't get that down on paper or on computer, there is nothing to work with. After being in the writing trenches for so many years, I have found that doing some work beforehand, before I start writing the first draft, helps me get that draft down on paper. An average novel is around 50,000 words. Now, depending on the genre, it can be more, but broadly speaking, a novel is around 50,000 words. We are all storytellers and have a basic understanding of story structure. So it's possible to start writing without any preparation. In fact, there are many famous authors who are pansters who write with little to no preparation. I have tried both, writing without any preparation and writing about 20,000 words in the name of outlining and things in the pre-writing phase. And I found that doing some pre-writing, that's pre-writing the first draft, helps me. And that's what I would like to share with you, how I do it, hoping that you'll find something there that you can implement or that will speak to you, that will spark some ideas for you. But if this is your first time writing, I would recommend you try out different things, different approaches, different techniques, and see what works for you. Choose a story idea. I have found that once I have a story idea, I have to think about it, daydream about it, write small bits for it to truly become something that will require 50,000 words or more. Many times it does not qualify and it stays as a flash fiction in my folder on my computer. So I have to really spend some time with the story idea and journal about it, because that helps me with developing my story idea. And here's the thing, sometimes you have to stay with a book for years before it is ready to be published. So your story idea should be exciting for you. I have been working on my novel The Rajput for over 5 years, and I'm still as excited as I was during the first draft. That does not mean I don't have ebbs and flow of motivation, but the story idea is exciting and I want to write it. So you have to find out and narrow down on an idea that you can live with for months, if not years. And doing some small bits of writing or journaling, like in my case, will help you figure out if there is something to your story idea that you can develop into a full novel. Research. There are 2 types of research you might want to do before you start writing your first draft. One is the story itself. Maybe you are writing about something and you need to do some research about it. Like if you're writing a story say it's taking place during India's independence. That's around 1940s. So you might want to do some research about what was the political situation, what was going on weather-wise, or what was happening at the global level outside of India that was affecting your character or the backdrop, that is the independence struggle that was going on at that time. Now, I have a blog post on this, which I'll link below if you'd like to know how I go about researching for a story. One thing to keep in mind about this type of research is that it'll help you with your story idea. To give you an example, there is an element in my novel, The Rajput, and as I was researching about it, I came across so many things that helped me not only tie this element to the various parts of my story, but also put in some red herrings, as well as give my story's antagonist, that's the villain, a backstory that helps make sense why he's doing the things he's doing. So it's good to keep that in mind while researching. The other kind of research that you'd probably consider doing is researching the craft of writing. What is the story structure and character arc? How do you create characters who feel real? How do you incorporate settings and motifs and themes and the other elements of writing a book? For this, consider doing two things. One, reading craft books, books that teach you how to write a good plot, how to structure your book, how to write characters, how to incorporate settings and the other elements. There are many books on the craft of writing, and it can get overwhelming very fast. I've done many videos where I've shared about books and other resources, and I'll link them below for you. But right now I'd say just pick one book, and from that pick one thing that you will implement while writing your first draft. That's it. You don't need a whole lot to start. I'd recommend the book Save the Cat Writes the Novel by Jessica Brody, because it's written in simple language and there are many small little things within that book that you can easily implement while writing your first draft. The second thing is to read books in the genre that you're writing in. Take notes on the length of the book, the word count, see how it is structured, what's the point of view it's written in, what is the writing style. Start with your favorite book in the genre you're writing in and write down all these things, all the things that stand out to you. Why do you like this book so much? Focus on how it is written and not just the story or the plot. If you do this for say about 3 to 5 books, it will help you immensely in your own writing. Remember, you're not copying anything, you're studying it. Now there's so many things I just told you, but where do you start? Say you have an idea for your book and you know more or less what your story is going to be about. So where do you start then? Writing a 50,000 word novel is a monumental task. So let's not start with that. I have created a workbook for you. It's free. You can download it using the link in the description. It does not have everything, but what it will help you with is get you to write down your story's logline or storyline, your story's elevator pitch, and a brief outline of your story. Don't worry if you don't know what each of these are, because not only do I explain you what each of these mean, but I also give you examples, and examples from Hindi movies that you have probably seen and even liked. Okay, but if this still does not tell you how to write a book in a month, let me introduce you to NaNoWriMo. I have made many videos about it in the past, but I'll give you a quick rundown of it and tell you if it's something you should even consider participating in. What is NaNoWriMo? NaNoWriMo is short for National Novel Writing Month. They hold this event every year in the month of November, where you have to write 50,000 words in 30 days, which is 1,667 words a day. and it's free. Let me quickly show you how to sign up for it. The link is nanowrimo.org. It's a non-profit organization. You can find out more about it here. This is where you create your account and sign it once you have created your account. If you need any help, you can go to the help desk here. It is a non-profit organization, so if you feel you are getting value and you would like to donate something, you can do that here. They also have a shop where they sell their merchandise like mugs and t-shirts and other fun stuff like stickers, erasers, tote bags, writing books, and winner's t-shirt. One thing to note for us who are in India, that the shipping might feel a lot. Although the very first Nano that I won, I ordered myself a t-shirt and it was the softest t-shirt I've ever owned, but very expensive, and I never did it again. Alright, once you are signed in, I would recommend just spend some time exploring the website. There is so much here. If it's your first time, I'd recommend just familiarizing yourself with the basic things like creating a writing project and how you'll update your word count. You will create a new project, fill in all the details. You can use their website to track your writing project any time of the year. But to be part of this particular event, you'll have to select this, then click on Go to your goals. Here you won't be able to change anything because the rules for this event are already filled in, and to win you'll need to complete these specific goals. That's write 50,000 words between 1st and 30th of November. Go ahead and click onto details. Here this section is optional. If you know it, good, fill it up. If you download my worksheet and work through it, you'll be able to fill this out using that. But you don't have to. I did the first time, but I don't do it anymore. If this is your first time, I'd recommend you do it. It helps you solidify your story idea a little more. Go ahead and save it. You can now see the project. You can go into details, edit it if you'd like, add a cover. It doesn't have to be something fancy. I like to do it. It makes it a little more real for me. Like I have the working cover and I'm about to write a novel and it motivates me to finish it. If you want to create a temporary cover, because I know there is a lot that goes into creating a final book cover, but if you just want something to motivate you, let me show you how you can do that. This is Canva. There are a lot of templates here. In the search, you can type ebooks. Here is a gallery of different designs. Pick whatever speaks to you. Change the image. They have free images, or you can upload something specific that you have. Update the title and add your name as the author. Download it and upload it to your project on NaNoWriMo website. Another reason why you want a temporary cover or a placeholder cover and not a final cover is because you want to do like a cover reveal as a part of your book marketing strategy. Now in the goals section, you won't be able to change the goal, but as you update the word count, you will see that data here. And then they have badges. These are to motivate you. So you get these different stickers for different milestones. When the event starts and you want to see your progress or you want to update your daily word count, you can do that from here in stats. Now because the event has not yet started, I can't show you how to add your word count. But if I go back to this project here, you can see you can add your word count for that particular session here, and you can fill out these other things if you'd like to track these things. I look at this in two ways. One, go all in, do everything, or do what makes sense for you. Do as much or as little you need, because your focus should be to write the book you're working on. And if you're pressed on time, and these things only take your time away, but if you need these small little things to motivate you, then make the most of this. Remember, all this is free. It's an honor system. No one is going to check if you really wrote 50,000 words. If you say you did, they're going to take your word for it. So really, it's you who have to be disciplined and honest, because if you're not, These people don't lose anything. It's you who loses. You don't have the first draft ready. If you go to the community here, forums, home region, group, these are places to interact with fellow writers who are also participating. You can find if there are any local write-ins or virtual write-ins happening that you'd like to attend. NaNoWriMo India has a Facebook page and our ML Sonia Rao is lovely. So join that Facebook group to get the local news about write-ins. And then you have the writer's resources. As a new writer, this is a goldmine. So check all these out. But I want to take you here, Nano Prep. Everything you need for this event is here. Add their events calendar to your personal calendar. Here's what I want to show you. I keep talking about Save the Cat Writes the Novel book and the method for outlining. Here you have it, free. It's a Google Doc. Go to Files and either make a copy and save it to your Google Drive or download it, print it and use your pen or pencil to fill it out. There are so many things here, like I said, a gold mine, but it can get overwhelming. So I'd recommend taking this month of October, download my workbook, fill it out, then download this Save the Cat worksheet to outline your book. Now, if you don't know the details on how to fill it, don't worry. I'll link a podcast that will walk you through it, as well as the website Save the Cat. But I'd recommend that take some time and read that book. In the world of NaNoWriMo, the month of October is spent preparing so that when November rolls around, you are ready to sit down and write all the words. You are preparing in the month of October, and so Preptober. I made a video on this, I think last October, and I'll make sure to link that in the description if you're interested to watch it. Coming back to the website, if you go here, Writers Resources, Offers, you will see the things you get as participants of this event and as winners. There are many apps and services for plotting, writing, and publishing. Many of these offer free trial period, so you can try them, and if there is anything here that you'd like, they offer you discount coupons that you can use. All the writing apps I bought them using the coupons from NaNoWriMo events. Is it right for you? Here are a few things you can ask yourself and see if NaNoWriMo is right for you. What are you looking to achieve? If you're new to the world of writing and publishing, this is a good place to start. You can get your foot in and start looking into what this industry is all about. You can get to meet other writers. I have made some writer and author friends through NaNoWriMo, so I recommend it. It's amazing to be part of this community. Specifically, you'll get to learn a lot about the Indian publishing industry from NaNoWriMo India. So I highly recommend joining their Facebook group. If you're serious and dedicated and disciplined, by the end of the month, you'll have the first draft of your book. If you're not able to reach that 50,000 word goal, but you get some words down or even your story outline done, that's more than what you started with. And if nothing else, you would have explored this event and see and experience for yourself what it's like to write a book. I first heard about NaNoWriMo in 2013, but the first NaNoWriMo I won was in 2014. The last NaNoWriMo I won was in 2016 when I wrote the first draft of the novel I'm working on, The Rajput. I have participated since then, but haven't been consistent because around 2016 I started writing full time and I was writing all year round. But this event opened this writing world for me and I'm very grateful for that. This is to say that it's all up to us how we make use of this wonderful community. So now what? Like I said, download my workbook. If you feel you don't have the time for a detailed outline, just go through this workbook. Remember, I have examples to help you. There is no better motivation than seeing momentum, and this workbook will give you that. But right now, I want you to get your calendar out. Go to Google and get one of their free calendars. Then go to November and cross off the days you know you can't write any festivals, appointments, birthdays, anniversaries. You know you won't be able to write on those days, so don't pressure yourself. Next, think about your routine, your schedule. Will you be able to write on weekdays or weekends? Usually I can't write on weekends, so I'll cross that off. Now look at your daily schedule and try to figure out blocks of time when you can write. These days I usually write between 9 and 10 in the morning, and I can wake up half an hour earlier than my usual time and get about 20 to 30 minutes in the morning. So just look at what your daily schedule is like and find out blocks of time. Then I'd recommend going into your calendar and creating an event and setting a reminder. Now you have the number of days, divide 50,000 with that number. For me that is 15, so I have to write about 3,334 words per day for 15 days. Now maybe you can write every day, maybe you can write more than 1,667 words a day. So some days you'll write more than the minimum, because remember, that's just the minimum word that you need to write. You can write as many words as you can. If you did not do this with me right now, that's okay. You can come back to this video and do that at any time. But this gives you a realistic idea and a realistic look at what you can actually do. Now 3,300 words is on the higher side for me, but I have done that before, and with a little planning I can do it. I can trade some time with my family members so that I can free up my time. Instead of having long phone chats with people, I can do a quick check-in with them and use that time to write. The other thing I have to do is meal prep so that I can take some time out of my kitchen work and spend it on writing. So depending on whether you are a student or you are working in an office, see what you can do and where you can squeeze in some extra time to write. When I was working at my corporate job, I would write on my phone during the commute to and fro from my office and during lunch break. If you need someone to hold you accountable, join my private group on Facebook, and I'll be your accountability partner. Remember, the point of this event is to get the first draft down. It doesn't have to be perfect. No one is going to read it. You don't have to be worried about grammar and punctuation, and this community is there to support you because everyone here is in the same boat as you are. They know the struggles of a writer, and trust me, most everyone in this community will tell you that when they started, they didn't know anything. But getting that first 50,000 words is what changed everything for them. Now, if you need help with outlining, watch this next video. Consider subscribing because you'll get to see the behind the scenes of what it's like for me as a writer and author. There are many videos on revisions and rewrites, self-editing, and I'm hoping to get some editors to come on my channel next year so we can all learn from professional editors. Don't forget to download your free workbook. It's linked below, and I'll see you in the next one.